Hello everyone, welcome back to Shangfai YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we bring you an important update from South Sudan, where major political and military changes are taking place as the country moves closer to planned election later this year. 2026. President Salva Kiir has removed top government officials, including the finance minister and the army chief, in another unexpected reshuffle inside the government. At the same time, the African Union Peace and Security Council is calling for the release of opposition leader Dr. Riek Machar and warning that tension in the country are becoming more dangerous. There are also growing security concerns after a civilian was killed during an ambush on the Juba Yambio road in western Equatorial State. In today's report, we will break down the latest government reshuffle, the economic problem facing the country, the call for Dr. Riek Machar release, and security concern across the country, and what all this event could mean for the future of South Sudan. Before we proceed, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let's begin our report with President Salva Kiir remove finance minister and army chief. According to report from Radio Tamazuj, President Salva Kiir announced that he announced major changes in government leadership on Wednesday night. The changes were announced through the South Sudan Broadcasting Corporation. One of the biggest changes was the removal of Finance Minister Salvatore Gareng-Mabur. Another important change was the dismissal of General Paul Nang Majuk from his position as Chief of Defense Forces. The government did not explain why the two officials were removed from office. Many citizens and political observers were surprised because Salvatore Gareng-Mabur had only been appointed finance minister in February 2026 this year. General Paul Nang Majuk also became army chief only a few months earlier in October 2025. These quick changes are now raising questions across the country about stability inside the government. After removing the finance minister, President Salva Kiir appointed Col Daniel Ayulo. Col Daniel Ayulo is appointed as the new Minister of Finance and Planning. Col Daniel Ayulo is not new person inside the ministry. He has worked several times as first undersecretary in the Finance Ministry. Some analysts believe President Salva Kiir selected him because of his long experience in government financial system. However, many citizens are still worried because South Sudan continues to face serious economic challenges. The country has been struggling with delayed salaries for civil servants, shortage of cash in bank, rising price in market, and pressure on the national economy. Many government workers have gone months without receiving full salaries, and this raises concern. Families across the country are also facing difficulties buying food and basic items because prices continue to increase. People are now waiting to see whether the new finance minister can improve the economic situation. Let's look at the change inside the military leadership. President Salva Kiir Mayardit also made important changes inside the military leadership. According to the information, General Santino Dengwol was reappointed as Chief of Defense Forces. This is not the first time Santino Dengwol has held this position. He previously served as Army Chief from April 2021 until December 2024. Before this new appointment, he had been removed from another position inside the Ministry of Defense. Meanwhile, General Paul Nang Majok, who was dismissed as Army Chief, was reassigned to become Undersecretary for Veteran Affairs. Political observers say these military changes may show concern inside the government about security leadership and military coordination. South Sudan continues to face tension in several areas, and some experts believe the government wants stronger control of the security sector before election. There are also other government appointments. President Salva Kiir Mayardit also announced several other government appointments. Clement Juma was appointed as Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. This position had remained empty since February this year, 2026. Another appointment involved Yambio Turuk, the former governor of Jonglei State. Yambio Turuk was named Deputy Minister of Public Service. These appointments are part of the wider government reshuffle that continue to affect many institutions in the country. Political analyst Boboya James Edimon spoke about the recent reshuffle. He said the government continued to recycle the same official instead of bringing major reform. According to him, changing individual alone will not solve the country problem. Boboya explained that South Sudan's economic crisis is connected to deeper institution weakness. Some of the major problems include weak financial coordination, a lack of accountability, shortage of government revenue, and poor service delivery. The analysts also say security sector problems are linked to leadership issues and lack of resources. He warned that without serious reform, the country may continue facing the same challenges even after changing officials. Civil society activist Edmund Yakani also reacted to the reshuffle. Yakani warned that frequent changes inside the finance ministry create instability. According to Edmund, he says such instability can damage effort to improve the economy and public financial management. Edmund Yakani also called on the newly appointed army chief to reduce military tension between government forces and the opposition forces. He urged leaders to focus on peace and dialogue instead of confrontation. Many citizens are also worried that continuous political tension could affect preparation for the planned election later this year. To understand the current situation in South Sudan, it is important to remember the 2018 peace agreement that was signed between the government and the opposition. South Sudan has been governed under the peace agreement signed in 2018 after years of conflict. The agreement created a power-sharing government between President Salva Kiir and the opposition group led by Dr. Riek Machar, including others political parties leader. However, implementation of the agreement has faced repeated delays. Some key parts of the agreement are still incomplete today. These include security reform, unification of forces, constitutional reform, and preparation for election. The government now say it wants to move forward with election planned for December this year, 2026. But a disagreement continues between political groups. African Union called for Machar release. This is another report from the African Union. African Union are calling for the release of first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar. At the same time, the African Union Peace and Security Council expressed concern over the continued detention of Dr. Riek Machar. The council met during its 1343 meeting and released a communique calling for stronger international engagement in South Sudan. The council urged the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, which is IGAD. They call on the African Union. They urged the United Nations to work together in supporting peace effort. The council also called for the release of Dr. Machar, the release of political detainees, and inclusive dialogue and full implementation of the peace agreement that was signed in 2018 between Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar. The statement warned that growing tension and insecurity are reducing trust between South Sudanese leaders. The council stressed that there is no military solution to the crisis in South Sudan. Instead, it says only dialogue and cooperation can move the country forward peacefully. So, who is Riek Machar? Dr. Riek Machar is one of the key political figures in South Sudan. Dr. Machar was one of the main signatories of the 2018 peace agreement. In March 2025, he was detained and later suspended as first vice president. He is now facing treason charges before special court in Juba. Several international and regional organizations have repeatedly called for his release. Many observers believe his continued detention could make political dialogue more difficult ahead of the election. Supporters of Dr. Riek Machar say peace cannot fully succeed if important opposition voices remain outside the political process. Edmund Yakani described the African Union statement as direct and important. He said the government should respect the recommendation made by the African Union Peace and Security Council. Edmund Yakani added that South Sudan needs a genuine political transition and peaceful dialogue. He encouraged leaders to avoid action that could increase political tension. Many civil society groups are now calling for peaceful negotiations, protection of civilians, political inclusiveness, and a stronger commitment to the peace agreement. While political tension continue, insecurity also remains a major concern in several parts of the country. On Tuesday, according to the report, a civilian was killed during an ambush on the Juba Yambio road in western Equatorial State. The victim was identified as Benti Samuel Josephat, a 40-year-old father of 9 from Yambio. According to family members, he was traveling in a timber transport convoy heading toward Juba. A report says the convoy was attacked between Jambo and Louis and around 10 in the morning. A relative later received information that the victim had been shot and found inside the vehicles. Local authorities confirmed that investigations are continuing. Security officials say no suspect have yet been identified. The attack has increased concern about insecurity along important transport route. Road travel remained dangerous in some areas because of army attack, ambushes, robberies, and limited security presence. For traders and transport workers, insecurity creates major economic difficulties. Many people depend on road transport for food supply, business activities, movement of goods, and family travel. When attack happen, transportation becomes slower and more expensive. Citizens are now calling on authorities to improve road security and protect civilians. All these events are happening at a very sensitive time for South Sudan. The country is preparing for election expected later this year. However, political disagreement, economic hardship, and security concerns continue to create uncertainty. Some observers fear that without stronger cooperation between leaders, tension could increase further. Others believe the country still has a chance to move peacefully if leaders commit to dialogue and reform. International organizations continue encouraging South Sudanese leaders to avoid violence, strengthen the institution, respect the peace agreement, and create a peaceful environment for election. Right now, South Sudan is facing a difficult political movement. President Salva Kiir latest reshuffle has once again changed the country's political and military leadership. At the same time, international organizations are calling for dialogue and the release of Dr. Riek Machar. Also, economic hardship, political tension, and security concerns continue affecting ordinary citizens across the country. Many people are now watching closely to see what happens next as the country move closer to election. Will the new government appointment bring stability? Will political dialogue improve? And can South Sudan move peacefully toward election? And can Salva Kiir allow Dr. Riek Machar to be released? These are the important questions many citizens are asking today. Thank you for watching. If you are new to Shangfa YouTube channel, I would like you to the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified.